Welcome back. So I've put an order in for those components that we needed, and they have actually arrived. So that does give us the opportunity to go and start assembling those little goodies so we can see if we got all of this sorted. I'm just going to swap camera here so you guys can see what I've got here. Put a bit of light there. So we've got these little transistors. Put it on the screen there. Yeah, as you can see, they're quite small. These are the ZTX 450s. Those are the ones that we initially found as faulty, and then I got the Q20s was there as well. So they've all turned up. The next job would be to obviously install them and see that we can make sure that the little beastie is working again. So I've just had a quick look and I've compared it with the wiring diagram, so I now know that I've at least got the right ones and that they also orientated the right way around, so we don't have to worry about them going in the wrong way. So what I'll show you here, I don't know if you can see this, this transistor, the 450, you'll notice that it's got a round edge. So we can make it sit on the screen. Up here, there's a round edge over here, and that round edge is a little bit like the round edge of a normal transistor, of a normal package. So if we look at this one here, see that they've got a round around the back. So that is it's like a transistor that's a little bit smaller on the round edge. So what I want to do is, since we know, and remember in the last video I would have prepped these, so if I look at that one there, and maybe where's the tweezers gone now? My thinking is that these need to go in that way, just like that. That's how I think they should be going in, with the round edge, that round edge lining up with that round edge there. Now the one thing I do want to be sure is that I have got the right of putting them in the right place. So otherwise that's going to be a bit of a bummer to find out that they're not in the right place. So let's go make sure that we've got that right. Of course I can't get to the right part there. If we go into, so definitely Q2 and Q4 is going to be the little 450s. So Q4 we've got the right place. And if we do Q2 as well, we know we've got them in the right place. So that's just Q2 right there. And then we've got the reminders, which is the 2N transistors, Q20 and whatever the other one was. And you'll see that I'm putting it in, making sure that the round edge is in the same place. We'll do the last one. There we go. Okay. Now some guys like to really put them down to the bottom. I'm not a big fan of that because it doesn't really give me anything to test to when I need to. So I like to have them just sit a little bit above the board. I don't think it's going to let me do this today. So the other thing with having them sit above the board a little bit is that the transistor's got half a chance of not being cooked. Okay. Right. Now you would have noticed that I bend the leg a little bit, and what that does is it stops the transistor from dropping down the hole. So I'm going to start with this one first today. One on the end here. See if we can tidy up that focus a little bit. Maybe slip it in. Oh, I haven't turned the soldering iron on. Oh, dumb of me. Good news is that this thing does tend to warm up pretty quick. Well, it's all ready to go now. So we'll go ahead and solder these in place quickly. Excellent. One down, 3 more to go. I hope I can get to that one. A little bit of cutting. They always tend to fall exactly where you don't need them to fall. What I do like to do is to make sure that I don't have any shorted wiring or shorted pins in there. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to check that there's nothing in between, no solder in between. And I think we're just going to use a little bit of cleaning to ensure that. Well, let's use the old toothbrush method. That seems to work all very good. A little bit of IPA in a toothbrush, eh? there's a little bit of flux in between there. Get the focus sorted. Grand scheme of things, I'm actually quite happy with that. Yeah, so that one's definitely good. I guess is that one. Yep, I think we're good there. And what we'll do is we'll just use the give a little bit of a blow dry. It gets rid of that IPA real quickly. Right, definitely happy with those. When we flip it over, we'll try and fix the focus again now because the height has changed. You see that they are sitting there on top there beautifully. So now comes the proof as whether that's fixed it or not. What we'll do is we'll simply plug in the simulator again. And while I do that, I'll quickly swap the screens for you, or at least swap the video. I'll turn this light off. So we've got the ignition light again. We had a fuel pump fire up there for a minute. So obviously, remember the fuel pump circuit wasn't working before. Okay, and what I will do, while I've got you guys on the screen, I will go and put this machine into test mode. That should give us the opportunity to test the idle valve as well. We're going to use that one there. We'll just put that into that point there, because if you run it, it won't. Okay, so we're going to go F idle port, which is this LED here. We should be able to turn it on, and it's on and off. If we want to, it's a nice low cycle here. Let's go pulsed. As you can see there, we've got a pulsing business going on this LED over here. That's the idle port one, and we can also do the same with the fuel pump. We can turn the fuel pump on and off. That there is going to be LED. I'm going to turn that one off, turn that one on. Interesting. Each time you test the we can pulse the LED, turn the fuel pump on, and I can pulse the idle port. Excellent. So the way I look at it, I think that this board is now repaired. The next step would be to do the upgrade to the Megasquirt 3, and then this job will be coming to an end.